Hello, fellow food lovers. Today I will be making strawberry tiramisu pancakes. You will need box pancake mix and the ingredients to make pancakes. For the tiramisu filling, you'll need 16 ounces of mascarpone cream, 6 egg yolks, 2/3 of a cup of white sugar, half a liter of whipping cream, and strawberries. Okay, so I got a bunch of strawberries here. I'm gonna cut the crowns off. I'm gonna give them a wash first, rinse them. Now cut the crowns off where the leafy green part is, and then I'm gonna slice them into 4 pieces each. Okay, so I'm cutting them into 4 pieces along the length of the strawberry. Okay, so I got a boxed pancake mix, Aunt Jemima. So for that mix, it asks for 1 1/4 cup of flour of the cake pancake mix. So 1 1/4 cup, and then 1 cup of milk and 1 large egg. So I got skim milk here. I'm gonna put a cup of milk in there. And 1 large egg. So I give that a whisk, make sure the dry ingredients are mixed in with the wet ingredients. So we're gonna do the tiramisu cream filling. So I got about 16 ounces or 2 cups worth of mascarpone cheese. Or mascarpone cream cheese. So I'm going to dump it into the mixing bowl. I'm going to use a whisk. I'm going to whisk it a bit so it softens up. And if you have it at room temperature before you even start, it's even easier to work with. But you want to soften it up so that you can incorporate other ingredients into it later. Okay, so I'm going to take 6 egg yolks. Yeah, so we just need 6 egg yolks. So I'm putting the egg whites into a separate bowl for something else. So I might use it to make an egg white omelet or something like that. But yeah, we just need the egg yolks. We don't need the egg whites at all. So just separate them and put the egg whites aside. Okay, so into the 6 egg yolks, we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Just white sugar. So we're going to put this on a double boiler. So I have a pot half filled with water, like that, and we brought it up to a boil. So you want the pot to be just big enough that the mixing bowl can sit on top of it without falling in. So we have a pot, it's half filled with water and it's boiling. So when the water's boiling, you're going to put the mixing bowl on top of it. And then as soon as you do that, you're going to use a whisk. You're going to use a whisk and you're going to mix the sugar into the egg yolks. And as long as the bowl is on the boiling water, you want to keep moving the egg yolks with the whisk. If you don't, the egg yolks will cook and it'll become scrambled eggs. You don't want that. So you want to make sure you scrape the bottom of the mixing bowl with the whisk so that all the egg yolk that's clinging to the bowl doesn't turn into scrambled egg. And basically you want to cook the egg yolks while keeping it liquid. So as you can see, as you can see, as the egg yolks become cooked, they change color. They become like a lighter color. So we might put on the double boiler for maybe 5 minutes, and then take it off. I'm going to let it cool. We need to have it cool before we can add it into mascarpone cheese. Otherwise, it'll melt the cheese. So wait till the egg yolk sugar mixture cools down. And then we're going to add it to the mascarpone cheese. And we're going to use a spatula, and we're going to fold the egg yolks into the cheese. Yeah, so don't use a whisk, don't use a hand blender, just use a spatula to fold it in. So when the mixture cools, the cooked egg yolk mixture will firm it up a bit and help it become more solid. Okay, we'll set that aside. Now we're gonna whip the cream. So I got half a liter of whipping cream. I'm gonna put it into the KitchenAid stand blender with the whisk attachment. So we're not gonna add sugar to this because we're gonna be folding it into that egg yolk mixture, so it's got a lot of sugar in it already. So I turned it to high. So if you want to whip cream, you want to use the high speed. And it shouldn't take very long, probably 4 or 5 minutes before it's at the consistency that you can use it. So you want fairly stiff peaks or a fairly firm whipped cream. But you want to keep an eye on it. You don't want to go past that, otherwise it becomes butter, and then it's not really useful at all. So when you're watching it and it looks like it becomes kind of stiff, then that's when it should be done. So there it is. It's very stiff. When you pull it out, a lot of whipped cream is stuck to the whisk. So we're going to add that whipped cream into the mascarpone cheese egg yolk mixture, and then we're going to fold it in with a spatula as well. So you want to fold it in until it looks like it's one consistent color and that there's no white and yellow separate. Okay, Okay, we're gonna make the pancakes now. So I'm starting with probably 3/4 of a ladle of pancake batter. I think with that recipe for the 1 1/4 cup of pancake mix, it should make about 8 pancakes. So that should be good for 2 to 3 people. So when you pour it in, so I have the heat on medium. I find that if you have it on high when you're making pancakes, it'll burn. So I always cook my pancakes on medium heat, and I have a bit of oil in the pan and make sure I'm using a non-stick pan, but you want to make sure it's covered in oil before you add the pancake mix in. And don't move it, let it set. And when it starts to form a lot of bubbles and it looks a little golden around the edges, then you can turn it over and then cook for another minute. Okay, yeah, so you can pick it up now and then flip it over. And that's just the perfect color like that. And I used medium heat to get that color for the pancake. Okay, so once you turn it over, we're going to fry it for about a minute and then it'll be done. Okay, I'll show you how to assemble a serving. So I'll put a pancake on the plate. I'm going to put a bit of the tiramisu cream filling on that. And just because it has strawberries in it, I'm not going to add any coffee or chocolate or cocoa powder into this dish because those flavors don't really mix well. I'm going to sprinkle some of the strawberry slices on top of that. I'm going to put another pancake on top of that. So we'll do a 4 pancake decker. I'll put a bit more of that tiramisu cream on there. And some more strawberries. Then another pancake. Then some more strawberries on top of that tiramisu cream. And then the last pancake. And then we'll put a big dollop of that tiramisu cream on top. Spread that around. This is a very decadent breakfast item. It's almost more like a dessert than a breakfast, actually. And then I'm going to put the last strawberries on top nicely. So there you have it, that's strawberry tiramisu pancakes. I'm sure this would be a crowd favorite, especially for kids. Okay, bon appetit.